Hello everyone, welcome to another yoga flow. My name is Emily. Today we will be doing a yoga flow designed to get out of your head and get into your body or the present moment, right? So if you have been feeling stressed and anxious, or you've been replaying that conversation from, 2 weeks ago, over and over again in your head, and then this is the perfect flow to kind of let some of that go. We will be doing a flow repetitively. So I will teach you the flow. It's just a few poses, relatively easy. And then we will move together using our breath, using movement to kind of just like let go, right? So the repetitive movements are really good so you don't have to think about things, right? You don't have to keep looking up at the screen to see if you're doing it right. You will know the flow. You'll be able to move. So the only thing that you might need is a yoga block. And so to just kind of prove that you can use whatever you would like, I just have a shoebox full of Easter eggs and other decorations. So I'll be using my shoebox. You can use whatever else that you have, up to and including a yoga block, and just have that at the top of your mat. Otherwise, I suggest you just kind of turn the lights down, play some music that kind of makes you feel good, and then meet me on the mat. We will start off in child's pose. So we'll keep the knees together for this one. Bring the big toe mounds together as well. And then start to drape yourself over top of your legs. If this feels like a little bit too much on your knees or your ankles or your hips, just lift the hips up a little bit. Walk the hands out a little further. Right, then just bring the arms out and maybe bring the forehead down to the mat. If your forehead does rest down on the mat, maybe you rock it a little bit side to side. Just a little massage. Or maybe you even sway the hips a little bit side to side, right? And start to just notice your breath. Right? So noticing where you're feeling the breath moving in your body. So maybe you can feel that expansion in your rib cage or between your shoulder blades. Or maybe you feel it in your lower back. Or maybe you feel your belly pressing into your thighs. No right or wrong, just feeling. Take a big breath in. Let it go. Downward facing dog. Send the hips up and back. Your knees can be bent. Your feet are about hip distance apart. And then if it feels good, maybe pedal out the legs. Right? Bending one knee and then the other. And just breathing and feeling, starting to open up through the back of the legs. Take a big breath in. Breath out. And then slowly just start to tippy-toe your feet up to meet your hands at the top of the mat. Take your time and bend your knees as much as you need to get there. And when you do, just hang in your forward fold. So the feet are hip distance apart. Knees can be bent. Belly rests on the thighs. Let the head hang heavy. And then if it feels good, you could grab opposite elbows and find a sway side to side. You could shake your head yes, shake it no. And then on your next inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead all the way to standing. And then exhale, hands come to heart center. Just take a moment, maybe the eyes closed, just feel. Take a big breath in, breath out. All right, so this is where we're going to start to kind of learn that flow. Right, so here we are. Mountain pose, feet are about hip distance apart. Then we'll inhale to sweep the arms up. And exhale to fold back over the legs. Then inhale to a flat back. So maybe hands come up to your shins or to your thighs. Roll the shoulder blades back and down. Nice long neck, so you're looking straight down. Take a big breath in. And then breath out, fold. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, flat back. Bend the knees enough that your hands can come to the ground. Step your left foot to the back of the mat and bring your left knee down to the mat. Then from here, we'll inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. And exhale just to press the hips forward a bit, right? We're still strong through the legs. We're still pressing through that right foot. We're not just kind of sinking, collapsing into the pose. So the first round that we go through, we'll go a little bit slower so we can kind of feel the pose, learn the pose. And then the next few rounds, we'll go a little bit faster perhaps. So take a big breath in, breath out. Bring the hands down, shift the hips back for your half splits. Right, this might be where you have your block, right? You could have your block, if you have two blocks, maybe you have one under each hand, or maybe you just bring one to under that left hand. Sit up nice and tall. That right leg goes towards straight in our half splits. And then from here, we'll lengthen the crown of the head towards the front of the room. Take a big breath in. And then on your breath out, maybe you melt the heart towards the thigh. Right? So take a big breath in, breath out, let everything go. Start to feel that big stretch on that right hamstring. And then on your next inhale, we'll shift forward. That right knee bends. We come back to that low lunge, right? Walk the hands a little bit more forward of that right foot. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, and then press so much through that right foot that you can lift the left leg back behind you. Hands can be on the ground, or they can come to your handy dandy shoe box, right? Supported warrior three. That right knee can still be slightly bent. That left leg is reaching back behind you. Lots of length through the crown of the head. Take a big breath in. And then breath out. Just let that left foot come down next to the right foot. Fold over the legs. Let the head drop. Then we'll inhale to a flat back. On your exhale, step that right foot to the back of the mat. Other side, bring the right knee down. And then inhale to sweep your arms up. And exhale just to kind of find the pose, right? Let that left foot really sink into the mat. You can always kind of mess around in these poses, right? You could certainly interlace fingers behind the back, finding a shoulder opener. Or you could find a little bit of movement in the pose, right? Up to you. One more big breath in. And then breath out. Hands come down. Shift the hips back a bit. Maybe that right knee even walks back a bit. Half splits. Left knee goes towards straight. Slight bend in the knee still. Then up on fingertips or up on your block, we'll inhale, lengthen. Send the tailbone back. And then exhale, maybe you fold a little bit more. You can let the head bow. Then inhale, come back to that low lunge. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, walk the hands forward. And then press down through that left foot, lift up, supported warrior three. That right leg sweeps back behind you. Maybe hands to your block. Right, and think lots of length here. So flex that right foot and then think about length from that right heel all the way through the crown of your head, reaching forward. Take a big breath in. And then breath out, right foot comes down next to left, fold over the legs. Shake out the head perhaps. Then inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. And inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead all the way to standing. Exhale, hands come to heart center. So that's it. That's the flow, right? Not too complicated, only a few poses. So we're gonna run through it one more time. I'm gonna show you how you could modify if you would like to. You certainly don't have to, so you can keep with exactly what we just did. But then after that, we'll flow through it a few times together, just one movement with one breath. Okay, so inhale, sweep the arms up, extended mountain pose. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. And then exhale, step that left leg to the back of the mat, but leave that left knee up, right? You might want fingertips on blocks for this, or you could always come up to a full crescent lunge, right? Otherwise, inhale, just press the hips forward, roll the shoulder blades back. And then on your exhale, a modified pyramid. So that right leg goes towards straight. The left heel can still be up in the back, right? A big pyramid pose. So take a big breath in, breath out, maybe you fold. Inhale back to that lunge, fingertips down, right knee bends. And then step forward either to that supported warrior three with your hands on your blocks or on the ground, or maybe sweep the arms out to the side, warrior three. Hold it here. That right knee can still be slightly bent, but see if you can square off through the hips. Take a big breath in. And then on your breath out, bring your hands down, bring that left foot down next to the right, fold over the legs, shake out the head. Then inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands come down, right foot steps back, right? But we'll keep that right knee up perhaps. And then just press the hips down and forward, roll the shoulder blades back, lift the heart, take a big breath in, and then breath out, this modified pyramid, really long stance pyramid. Left leg goes towards straight. That right heel can be as lifted as you would like it to be. Hands could always be on blocks. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale back to that lunge. Walk the hands forward. Either find that supported warrior three or sweep the arms out to the side, warrior three. Hold it here, lots of length. Take a big breath in and then breath out. Hands come down, right foot comes down, fold over the legs. Inhale, flat back, and exhale, fold. Then inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands come through heart center. Okay, so you learned it both ways. We're gonna flow through it 3 times on each side. So take your time. You don't have to keep up with me. You can go slower, you can go faster, you can do whatever you want, right? But you know those poses, right? Low lunge or lunge, half splits or pyramid, and then supported warrior three or warrior three, right? Everything else in between, up to you. Okay, so here we go. I'll lead us off, but then you go where you wanna go. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step the left leg back. Inhale, low lunge or lunge. Exhale, half splits or pyramid. Inhale back to that low lunge. And then exhale, warrior three, supported or not. Bring the hands down, bring that left foot down. Fold over the legs. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step that right foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, low lunge or high lunge. Exhale, half splits or pyramid. Inhale, back to that lunge. Exhale, finding your warrior three variation. Take one big breath in here. And then breath out, fold over the legs. 2 more times, flow on your own. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Just moving on your own. I'll leave you to it. You can certainly look up at me or just do whatever feels good. Finish whichever round you are on. Take your time. I'll meet you in your extended mountain pose. Or rather, just your mountain pose. Take your time to get here. And then just breathe. Just notice your breath. Notice if any thoughts are coming and going in your brain. Notice. Hopefully things are a little bit clearer, a little bit calmer. And then when you're ready, just make your way back to downward facing dog. So just bring the hands down, step the feet back to the back of the mat, downward facing dog. Just feel this one for a moment, right? So bend the knees, press into your hands, send your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Take a big breath in. And then on your breath out, just bring both knees down to the mat, child's pose. Relax the forehead down. And maybe find that rocking side to side once again. And take a big breath in and let it go. Rise all the way up to a seat, whatever seat works for you. And just bring your hands through heart center. Thank you for joining me. Feel free to run through that flow as many times as you need. And until next time, just keep on keeping on. Namaste.